Hey everyone, welcome back. This is another video to help you out. This time taking the steering wheel airbag out of this 2019 Ford F-150. It took me a little while to figure it out, and watching a couple other videos, eventually I figured it out. So I want to show you an easier, faster way to do this. Anytime you start working with airbags, you want to make sure you disconnect the negative terminal on the battery, get any kind of excess charge off the system before you start messing with this stuff, because you don't want these going off if they haven't already. So go ahead and do that, and then in order to get this airbag out, you'll have a couple of holes on the side of the steering column. I'm in the junkyard, and this airbag was bought by a customer, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. But you'll have these holes right here on the side, and they look big enough for a standard screwdriver, even a smaller screwdriver, to go through to release these airbags off the steering wheel, because there's one on the other side as well, but they're actually not. I tried different size screwdrivers and nothing would seem to release the clips on the back side here. These are the clips that you have to press in on, and you can see I've kind of chewed it up a little bit with the different size screwdrivers, but it doesn't affect the operation of the airbag. Just kind of gives it some character. In any case, these are the spring clips you have to try to press in on right here, but in order to get to that, you have to go through this hole right here. So this little hole here, much smaller than the hole on the side of the steering wheel. So a standard size screwdriver, not going to fit. Smaller size screwdriver, not going to fit. See, nothing here is going to make it quite to that point in order to get that spring released. Very frustrating. Now, I'm sure that Ford probably sells a part or a tool that does this, but I've made my own. I use this constantly in order to release airbags. And this is made from just a piece of antenna, car antenna. But this will actually fit through the hole and press on the spring to release this clip. You just have to make sure that it's lined up well. And it will press on that to release it. So if you have something thin, and it has to be pretty heavy gauge too, anything smaller than that's going to bend before you get any strength pressed on it to get those pins released. And again, I'm sure they probably make a kit and all that stuff for these things. But you release one side, and then I like to put a screwdriver or something in the side of this between the steering wheel and the airbag, just to keep one side from snapping back if you get the other side done. A lot of times the spring pressure will release off of one side, and then it'll shift back over and re-hook the other side you already did. So in order to keep that from happening, I usually try to put something in between here to keep it from snapping back. But then when you do the other side, you'll be able to use a little bit of force to pull it back to you, because it's not going to like spring out and shoot out of here and fall down here so you can get to it. You're going to need to kind of pull on it a little bit. And then when you do that, don't pull on it too hard, because you have these plugs you need to unhook. You'll have these two main plugs on the back side. Just use your flathead screwdriver that you have, pop up these little orange retaining tabs, and then you'll be able to remove these plugs from the back of the airbag. You'll also have this, what I believe to be a ground or some sort, here, that you'll have to put your screwdriver in underneath this little clip here and just pry up on that gently and pull this clip out from behind the airbag. It has the red clip here, and then you'll have these other two here that are color coded, so you can't mess it up when you're putting it back in. But it's a lot easier than taking this column apart to try to get in here behind this thing in order to release these clips back here. So to give you an idea what you're looking at right here. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, drop those down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.